Good morning, first graders. This week we've learned about persuasive writing and what it means to persuade somebody. If we want to persuade somebody, it is just a nice fancy word for saying that we want to convince them. We read and listened to I Wanna Iguana, where we listened to why Alex wanted an iguana. He was giving his mom reasons to try to help persuade her so that he could get an iguana. We did an awesome job at looking back at the story, going back and finding those reasons. Alex had his opinion of he wanted an iguana. He had his 3 reasons. And at the end of the story, he kept saying, that is why I should have an iguana. I'll feed him, I'll take care of him. He listed all of his reasons, and at the end of the story, he did persuade his mom to let him have the iguana. So we're gonna do something kind of similar like that, but instead, you are going to think of an animal that you wanna persuade your mom or dad or grandma or grandpa to let you have. So listen to this real quick. This is gonna help us kind of start to brainstorm what we want. I wanna think about something that you have wanted for a long time. Why do you want that thing? Will it make your life better? What will you do with it? What will you do to get it? We are going to write a persuasive letter explaining why we should have our thing. And remember, we are going to do an animal, so you can pick any animal you want. It's okay if it is a crazy animal. It doesn't have to just be a dog or cat, but if you want to choose a dog or cat because you really, really want one, that is okay. For today's homework, you are going to find this piece of paper. It says, I wanna, and has a nice little iguana at the top. We talked about our different steps in writing a couple weeks ago, and this was the first part of our writing would be brainstorming. This is where we think about the different ideas that we want to use for our paper. So at the top it says, what do you want to ask for? And so we are going to say, what animal do we want to ask for? Underneath, who are you going to ask? So we are going to eventually write a letter to that person. So think about who you want to write a letter to. Who do you want to convince or persuade to let you have this animal? This is listing, these boxes are listing your reasons to support your opinion. So remember, your opinion is why you should have that animal. There are 4 boxes of why you should have that animal. So reason 1, reason 2, reason 3, reason 4. Because this is brainstorming and because we are just getting our ideas down, it's okay if these are not in complete sentences. When we brainstorm, we just like to put our ideas down on paper, and then when we come back to them, then we'll make them into complete sentences. But for now, you may just put a couple of your ideas down. We want to make sure that we have good reasons why you should get that animal. Remember, you can't convince somebody to get an animal just by saying, because I want it, because dogs are cute. No, give good reasons, just like Alex did in the story by saying, I'll feed him, I'll take care of him, I've always wanted a best friend. So once again, tonight for your homework, scholars, is you are going to find this piece of paper. You are going to brainstorm what animal you would want to get, who you are going to ask, and at least 4 reasons why you should get that animal.